And for Dan Henderson, quickly, just can you talk about kind of what you remember from that opening round and how hurt you were and what was just going through your head at that point?
Yeah, I mean, it's always nicer to not to get hurt in that round. I know that I felt like I hurt him a little bit and came in and he popped me. Next thing I know, I was on the ground. But, I mean, I was aware the whole time on the ground. Obviously, I said, shit. So, I just knew I needed to recover and tried to get back up. And he kept on me. And, I just he didn't hurt me to where I was not knowing what was going on. But he had me in trouble for a while. And, the second time I went down, I feel like I remember being on my hand still, and he threw a knee on my head and knocked me down again. And I just decided to hold on to him and recover and, start in round two.
And you've always kind of brushed off the retirement questions, but this is the first time you've really admitted, hey, maybe this is it. Can you talk to us about how you'll reach that decision, what the process will be for you to make a choice?
I don't, like Uriah said, I don't want to make any decisions emotionally, but, knowing that in my mind, there's a possibility that might have been the last one. It was obviously a good one to have that, and all my kids and everybody were able to come. So, it was a little more emotional, but, I don't know. It all depends on what my options are afterwards. Obviously, I'm going to need a paycheck for a little while, but we'll see what happens.
Just curious, what makes it hard for a great athlete like yourself to walk away? Is it the love you get from the crowd like you got tonight? Is it knowing that you can still go out there and beat anybody in the world any given night? Is it financial? Like what makes it hard to stop being an athlete? Is it an identity thing? Because again, you have nothing to prove and you haven't for a long time. Is it just that you love it so much? What would you say?
Yeah, it's never been an identity thing. Obviously, the money helps. I love doing this, though, and I love getting paid to do it. And, for me, I think it's along the way been more about the challenge. And every opponent I get, it's a different challenge, and sometimes bigger, sometimes they're just different. And, I feel like as I've gotten older, it's a different type of challenge. I'm kind of challenging myself with my opponent and time as well. I'm definitely older than, well, I guess for a while I've been the oldest guy in the UFC, but older than the average guy fighting for sure. But I feel good. I feel like I'm still capable of competing with the top guys. It's more about the other things I want to do in life and spending time with the kids, and I've managed to do that just fine. Along the way. But, I'm getting close to being ready to being done and being okay with it. I've been okay with it for a while. If I look back and what I've done, I'm completely okay with it and, feel good about myself as well. And, but we'll see. I'm not making any decisions now. I'm just going to wait and see what happens and see what my options are.